Oh my god, the ship's coming closer! Oh shit, the waves! Come on, see, this is what I'm talking about, Hollywood! What the fuck, Hollywood? What the fuck? What the fuck, Hollywood? Oh my fucking god! Seriously, what the fuck? Joe Dante talks Gremlins future and what this is about. Hopefully he says there is no future. There is no future. There's been talk of Gremlins 3 ever since Rick Ducommun got faced by one of the film's titular creatures. I guess he's talking about it since Gremlins 2. I think it's safe to say that the Gremlins 3 we want will never happen, but it did happen. Joe Dante says he couldn't have it pick up after the events of the first two films anyway, nor would he likely have Zach Gallagher and Phoebe Cates return, because most of today's young cinema goers haven't seen the films, let alone know how Billy and Kate are. In short, he'd have to start again. This is if he had to do it. Not that Dante thinks he'll get the opportunity to make another Gremlins. And because he asks why the hold up on Gremlins 3, that's because those films were such broadest of the technology at the time. The movie was more limited and created by technology. They were puppets. Storylines then were based around what we could do with the Gremlins. Now, of course, anything is possible, but it becomes a little more difficult to hone it on what your storyline would be. First of all, I won't be asked. Second of all, I wouldn't bring back the original cast because it's been too long. The kids now would be familiar with the title, familiar with Gizmo and Stripe, but as far as the actual live-action characters and story, they don't know them. Or it, he says. What will happen is one of us will remake the film, but he doubts that an inevitable redo will have the same effect as the beloved original. Basically saying if there ever is a Gremlins 1, they'll probably do a remake. Typical Hollywood. Fuck you, Hollywood. Of course. Possible potential sequel, Predators 2. Let's see what this. Rodriguez says there's definitely an idea or two being thrown about for a sequel, one of which would see the return of Schwarzenegger's cannon-armed character from the John McTiernan gym. Maybe in the sequel we can maybe ask him for a cameo. Who might star in a potential Predator sequel? Just following Lawrence Fishburne's character Nolan around in a prequel would be a great movie. The prequels are not great movies! Just the tales he tells in this movie alone, I want to see those experiences. What fucking tales? He just talked about how he was fucking there for 10 years. And he walked around. Is it gonna be Lord of the Rings Part 2? Walking? That's why I wasn't precious even about the original script I had, because once you come up with the idea of a predator planet that predators use as their hunting grounds and humans are involved somehow, the story ideas that you can come up with are so numerous that you can come up with any approach. So we already have several ideas that we can go with for a sequel. They would all be good ideas, but one would probably put them together to see which one rises to the top if we made another one. So one idea you have is a fucking prequel. Called golf clap, folks. Prequels don't fucking work. There's only one prequel I can think of that worked. Missing Action 2, the beginning. Even that some people would disagree with. But fuck. I probably used fuck 100 times by now. But this is fucking bullshit. People are like, oh, what? This is why I don't fucking go to the theater. This is this bullshit. The fuck. Oh, this one I wanted to bring up too, because I thought this was interesting. Something about on YouTube that people sent me. This like Call to Arms Expendables trailer that a fan made. If you look, the original trailer, you may realize it's been taken down. But it's not because of copyright. It was taken down by the MPAA. Yes, the MPAA took it down. Took down a fucking trailer. The Motion Picture Association of America took serious umbrage with the faux trailer for having suggested false claims regarding their advert involvement with Slice News Actioner. As a spokesman for the MPA put it, "We don't normally get involved, but there was a shot in the trailer that suggested it had been submitted for approval by our advertising review board, and it hadn't." In other words, you know, the beginning, you have the green, this movie has been rated, or this movie has been age restricted. It's like the green band, red band. Because it had that, it was taken down. One guy here says it best: MPAA need to get a real job. Seriously. Seriously. I don't even know what words to say about that. This guy's right. They need a real job. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're fine with Eli Roth. Granted, I love gore. He cuts a dick off. He cuts someone's dick off and feeds it to a dog. It gets an R rating. But all the shit in Friday the 13th Part 7, back in the day, let's cut that shit out. And Affrey's right. American Puto Association of Assholes. Again, American Puto Association of Assholes. Fits him perfectly. Just like 20th century fuckface. Fits him perfectly. You gotta be fucking kidding me. MPAA took down shit. Fuck me sideways. Seriously. With no lube. More movie news. Let's see. Johnny Depp and Tim Burton's Dark Shadows shows signs of life. I did not follow the show Dark Shadows. I've heard good things about it, but I did not follow it. And if it can get Tim Burton away from fucking family films, like Alice in Wonderland, more I think about it, more I did not care for it. Did not care about the movie. The movie can go do whatever. But I wanted to make a movie like Sleepy Hollow again, and this is probably the closest it can get. Because I like Sleepy Hollow. It's almost been 3 years since we first heard that Johnny Depp would play self-loathing yet sympathetic bloodsucker Barnabas Collins in a big screen version of the cult 60s shock soap Dark Shadows, directed by Tim Burton. They've obviously been busy. Writer Seth Grahame-Smith is the latest guy to take a stab at the adaptation, and he's got some experience with horror thanks to successful literary historical monster mashups. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, both of which getting their own movie treatments. Seriously? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? That could be the best movie of all time. Burton regular John Artis was the last writer on the movie. The long-running show followed a main family dealing with bizarre and supernatural occurrences involving vampires, werewolves, ghosts, zombies, man-made monsters, witches, warlocks, and time travel. It's briefly resurrected and remade in the 90s with Ben Cross as Barnabas, but the 2004 TV pilot did not get picked up for the series. So basically they have a new writer doing it. Can't go over that. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Jesus Christ. I'm looking. There's a rumor that Brett Ratner was going to do a Hercules movie, but that's been debunked. What's this about? What surprise does Transformers 3 have in store for us? And once again, I don't mind that Michael Bay's producing the Ninja Turtles. You know what? I gotta say, I am a fan of Michael Bay. I don't like all his movies. I don't like To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Armageddon. But I like The Rock. I don't mind The Island. I love the Bad Boys movies. I enjoy the Transformers films a lot. So, I'd just be interested in hearing why he went for it. And speaking of Transformers, for those who don't know, remember that song The Touch by Stan Bush? I found this out. That song The Touch for the original Transformers movie, guess what movie that was meant for? It wasn't meant for Transformers, the movie. I'll give you a hint. You're a disease, and I'm the cure. No bullshit. The Touch was meant for Cobra. Cobra! I don't know if anyone would be interested in doing a tribute to it.